When you run 100 miles an hour in your work life,
was that the game plan coming in to just overwhelm it?
you have to have a place to go and just kind of, take a deep breath and let it out. And that's definitely here.
To see who can survive and come out on top in this one-of-a-kind tournament.
We've owned this land since 2013 to build our dream house. The idea had been, in our minds for quite a while. And a year ago, finally got construction underway.
One of my favorite spots in the whole house is this Four Seasons room, which was kind of how the whole idea of the house started, is that we wanted to have as much of the outside connected to the inside. I love being able to look out and see the cattle and the creek, and we have bald eagles that live out here. We have a black coyote that lives out here. Once we came up here one day and just saw what it looked like, we're like, this is the spot.
The whole ranching piece of it really comes from my husband. He grew up in western Kansas, and when I met him, he had 1,500 head of cattle. We dated for like 6 years, and I would go down to the bigger ranch with him, and we really enjoyed that. So we knew we wanted to have that piece of ranch life when we had a family.
The stress of travel and studying and researching.
He goes southpaw, guys. Most of his knockouts come when he turns southpaw, he lands that left hand.
That go, go, go lifestyle becomes all of a sudden very quiet and very of the moment. It's a lot easier to kind of be in the moment out here with them.
A lot of people hear ranch and they don't know the difference between a ranch and a dairy farm. Like, I am not up every day milking cows. It's not how it works. My husband does probably 90% of the work, if I'm being honest, but when he's out of town, it does fall to me. So I've always enjoyed, getting your hands dirty, mucking stalls. And I tell you what, it's a great way to raise kids. He's seen the circle of life many, many times. You can't get too attached to animals around here because they pass away, or you come out and your favorite calf's been eaten by a coyote. You learn a little bit about life on a ranch.
I love being close to the city and living on a farm.
Yeah, it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that we're out here doing specific things, we're just out here enjoying, just being. Just being.
Interesting perspective on life,
Yeah.
This place, it's my real life. It is my sanctuary. There's a lot of peace that our ranch brings, and it's just nice to be able to go from lights, camera, action to no lights, no camera, no action. I do live a double life, right? Like, I do work in Vegas, and I do work for the UFC, and you see me with my makeup done and my hair done and all that stuff.
Sean, congratulations. You've had, again, all of a matter of moments for this to sink in.
I think a lot of us, myself included, we're not appreciating the defense.
And I do come home, and it is much more ranch oriented. Like, I'm out feeding the calf, and when it's calving season, there are moments where it gets very farmy, and I'm like, helping pull a calf, which is when the cow can't give birth on its own. I had very different visions of what my life was going to be like, really different visions. But I think that's part of what makes life beautiful, is that the best laid plans are always going to end up changing and evolving, and sometimes taking a complete right angle. Whether it's as a commentator, an analyst, or a reporter, I really enjoy being able to tell someone's story.
You're emotional right now. What's going through your mind?
Whether it's the story of how they got into fighting, whether it's the story of the fight itself. I just really enjoy that. It's a really, really cool experience. There's literally nothing better.
Congratulations to her. She's earned it. She deserves it. She belongs there. And she's as educated and as good at talking about fights as anybody else in the game.
We ready for this? We're going. Before they even hit the ground.
No, Matt.
He's tapping. And he was in half guard. The fact that he finished that guillotine from half guard is even more impressive. Thank you, RJ.
I love my career. I love the UFC. I love MMA. And will always find a way to keep the UFC and MMA a part of my life and whatever it is that I'm doing. And I think young Laura would be really proud, maybe surprised, maybe slightly impressed that I was able to pull this off.